Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well, and welcome to the Midnight Special. The 1967 Red Sox taking on the 1998 Yankees. It will be Jim Lonborg, 22-9 with a 3.16 ERA for the Red Sox, taking on David Cone, 20-7 with a 3.55 ERA for the 98 Yankees. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, as the 1967 Red Sox and Triple Crown winner Carl Yastremski will take on Derrick Jeter and the 1998 Yankees. Next up on the channel, it's the Midnight Special. Let's get right to the starting lineups and roll some Strat-O-Matic card and dice. Hope everyone is doing well on this early Saturday morning. For the Boston Red Sox, and there's a DH in this game, Dalton Jones will lead off. He's the designated hitter. Batting second, playing second, Mike Andrews. Triple Crown winner Carl Yastremski will bat third. He's in left field. The boomer, George Scott, the cleanup hitter, playing first. Tony Canigliaro is in right. He'll bat fifth. Fellow Paisan batting sixth. That's shortstop, Rico Petrocelli. Joe Foy is at third. He'll bat seventh. In center field, Reggie Smith batting eighth. Mike Ryan will bat ninth and do the catching. Jim Lonborg up on the bump, as we stated, 22-9 with a 3.16 ERA. For the 1998 Yankees, they were tremendous. Knobloch will lead off and play second. That's Chuck Knobloch. Derrick Jeter will bat second and play short. Bernie Williams will be in center field. He'll bat third. In right field, Paul O'Neill. He's the cleanup hitter. At first base, Tino Martinez batting fifth. Scott Brocious is at third. He'll bat sixth. Doing the catching, Jorge Posada batting seventh. The designated hitter, Tim "The Rock" Raines, bats eighth. And Curtis will be in left field batting ninth. David Cone is up on the bump for the 1998 Yankees, 20-7 with a 3.55. And Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. So we'll get started in a moment. 1967 Red Sox, 1998 Yankees. Lonborg takes the mound. Cone takes the mound. We're playing in Yankee Stadium. Right-handed thrower. Point of weakness check starts in the seventh. For Lonborg, right-handed thrower. Point of weakness check starts in the seventh. All right, Dalton Jones will start things off for the 67 Red Sox. Left-handed batting DH. Cone's ready. He deals to Dalton Jones. 3-6 to Dalton Jones. Right-handed pitcher, 3-6, and that is an 11, and that's going to be a double to center field as he gaps Bernie Williams and Paul O'Neill on the 3-6. 1 through 12 is a double. It's an 11, so Dalton Jones gets things started for the 67 Sox. Jones is at second. A good start for Boston. No outs. And that brings up Mike Andrews. Andrews is an A bunter. And that's just what he's going to do. Move Dalton Jones over to third. He squares the bunt. They're playing for the bunt. He becomes a B bunter. So it's a B5. Cone fields it. His only plays to throw to first. Knobloch covers on the wheel play. 1 out. Jones moves to third. And that is a sack. Bunt 1-4. So there's 1 out. Red Sox playing a little small ball at the moment. Jones at third. And I'll bring up Carl Yastremski. First base is open, but they're not going to walk Yaz. Yaz digs in. Cone looks in. Gets a sign for Posada. The pitch to Yastremski. 1-5. Right-handed pitcher. 1-5. And that ball is lifted high. That ball is lifted deep. And it is gone. Carl Yastremski has a bippity-boppity boom off David Cone. Boom goes the ball, and Yastremski touches them all. And the 67 Red Sox take a 2-0 lead. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. So Yastremski strikes one to deep center field and out of here in the house that Ruth built. 2-0, 67 Red Sox. Yaz, Triple Crown winner in 1967, picks up 2 ribbies. To a shocked New York fan base here in the Bronx. Still only 1 out. So Yastremski getting a lot of greetings in that dugout. I'll bring up the boomer, George Scott. He hit over 300. 19 homers. Cone regroups. He deals to the boomer, George Scott. That's a 6-5. Right-handed batter, 6-5. That ball is high. That ball is deep. And it is gone. Back-to-back jacks on the hanging breaking ball by David Cone. He's fooling no one. That is a split. 6-5. 1 through 5 is a homer. We rolled a 1. And the boomer goes yard, and it's 3-0, 67 Sox. They have Cone on the ropes. Another bippity-boppity boom to the moon, Alice. Boom goes the ball, and Scott touches them all. 3-0, Boston. Here comes Tony Canigliaro. Will they go back-to-back jacks? Posada sets the target, the pitch to Tony C. That's a 5-7 right-handed batter. 5-7 ground ball to second. Knobloch is a 2, and that's a 6. 2-6. Knobloch has it. Throws to Tino Martinez. 2 down. Scoring at home 4-3. So there's 2 outs. No back-to-back jacks for the Red Sox, but still, here's Rico Petrocelli. Red Sox shortstop has some pop in that bat. The pitch to Petrocelli from David Cone, that's a 3-9. Right-handed pitcher, 3-9. Swing and a miss. As Petrocelli badly fooled on the breaking ball. But a 2-run blast by Yastremski after a leadoff double by Jones, followed by a solo shot by the boomer, George Scott. 3-0 Boston. We go to the bottom of the first. Due up for the 1998 Yankees, Knobloch, Jeter, and Williams. Jim Lonborg will take the mound. So Coney was roughed up big time. And if he gives up, let's just go 6 runs in 2 innings, he'll hit point of weakness. 7 in 3 innings. Lonborg taking his warm-up tosses. And here comes Chuck Knobloch, right-handed batting second baseman. Lonborg's ready. The high leg kick and the pitch to Chuck Knobloch, and that's going to be a 2-11 to Knobloch. Righty-righty matchup, 2-11. Slowly hit ball to first. Scott has it. Flips to Lonborg, covering the bag. 1 down. So Knobloch is retired. 1 out for the 98 Yankees. That'll bring up Derrick Jeter, the shortstop. Ryan sets the target. The pitch to Jeter. That's a 2-10 righty-righty matchup. 2-10. Swing and a miss. Lonborg blows the heat by Jeter. 2 away. So far, so good for Gentleman Jim Lonborg and the Red Sox. 2 outs, base is empty for the switch-hitting center fielder Bernie Williams. Williams will bat lefty. Lonborg's ready. He rocks and deals to Bernie Williams. 4-2, how do you do? Left-handed batter, 4-2, fly ball to center field. Reggie Smith coming in. He makes the catch, and 1-2-3 go the 98 Yankees. A very good start for the 67 Red Sox. We're through 1, 3-0 Boston. Due up for the 67 Boston Red Sox, the Impossible Dream Team, Foy, Smith, and Ryan. Cone back up on the bump, hoping for a much better second inning than the first. He gave up a 2-run homer to Yastremski and a solo blast to Scott. Here's Joe Foy. Digs in the right-hander's batter's box. The pitch from David Cone to Joe Foy. 1-5 to the Red Sox third baseman. Righty-righty matchup. 1-5. Ground ball back to Cone. He has it. He throws to first. 1 down. Foy is retired. Now I'll bring up the switch-hitting center fielder Reggie Smith. Smith will be batting lefty. Posada goes through the signs. The pitch to Smith. Cone tosses up a 4-11. Left-handed batter, 4-11. That's going to be hit to right field. Paul O'Neill moves towards the line. He makes the catch. 2 away for the 67 Red Sox. That'll bring up the number 9 batter, Mike Ryan. Not much with the stick. Cone deals quickly to Ryan, looking for a 1-2-3 inning. That's a 6-7. 6-7. Swing and a miss. And 1-2-3 go the Boston Red Sox in the top of the second. That's David Cone's second strikeout. We go to the bottom of the second. 3-0, 1967 Red Sox over the 1998 Yankees. Due up for the Yankees, O'Neill, Martinez, and Brocious to face Gentleman Jim Lonborg. Welcome to the Midnight Special. You're in the Twilight Zone. Here comes Paul O'Neill. Paulie, left-handed batting right fielder. Ready to grip and rip. Intensity on his face. Lonborg nods his head. Ryan sets the target. The pitch to Paulie O'Neill. 5-5. Left-handed batter. 5-5. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. It hits the dirt. Ryan tags O'Neill to complete the strikeout. That's a second K for Gentleman Jim Lonborg. 1 down. For the Yankees, and here's Tino Martinez, left-hand batting first baseman. The high leg kick and the pitch from Lonborg to Martinez. That's a 2-7. Right-handed pitcher, 2-7. That's a single to center. So Tino Martinez gets the Yankees' first hit. A 1-out single to center. One out, 1 on for Scott Brocious, the Yankee third baseman. Knocked in almost 100 in 1998. Digs in the right-hander's batter's box. Ryan goes through the signs. A quick nod of the head from Lonborg. He deals to Scott Brocious. That's a 3-2. How do you do? 3-2, and he nails Brocious. Oh, he came in tight with that fastball. Boos from the Yankee crowd here in the Bronx. I don't think Lonborg did that on purpose, though he will give you a close shave. Martinez advances to second. Brocious jogs down to first, waves off the trainer. 1 out, 2 on. Tying run comes to the plate. And Tim the Rock Raines, he's the designated hitter for the 1998 Yankees. Actually, I'm sorry, it's Jorge Posada. Switch hitting catcher, then Raines on deck. He'll bat lefty. Red Sox hoping for the double play ball. The pitch to Posada. 6-10. 6-10, shallow fly ball to center field. Coming in to make the catch is Reggie Smith. The runners hold. Great breaking pitch, had Posada out in front of it. Good job by Lonborg, but he's not out of it. 2 outs, 2 on, and now Tim the Rock Raines represents the tying run at the plate. The pitch to Raines, 3-6, pick up some sticks. Right-handed pitcher, 3-6, that's ball 4. Lonborg's loaded them up. Martinez goes to third, Brocious goes to second, Raines trots down to first. The bases are juiced with 2 outs. And here's the number 9 batter. The left fielder, Chad Curtis. No place to put Curtis. Ryan goes out to have a quick word with Curtis. I'm sorry, with Lonborg, excuse me. Back behind the plate now. Sets the target. The pitch to Chad Curtis. Can the Yankees do some damage here with 2 outs and the bases juiced? That's a 4-9 to Curtis. Righty-righty matchup. 4-9, and that is a 10, and now there's going to be a shot to center field over the head of Reggie Smith. It's going to be a double. Martinez scores from third. Brocious scores from second. Raines, with 2 outs, is a +2. 1 through 13, he would score on the relay throw. Reggie Smith, -4 arm. They're going to hold him. So Raines will hold at third. Chad Curtis with a clutch 2-out double knocks in 2. And the Yankees trail by 1 now. So the Yankees get to Lonborg with 2 outs. And it's second and third. 3-2. Boston lead is now just 1. Top of the order. And Chuck Knobloch. As Martinez scored, Brocious scored. Posada was out. Raines is at third. And Curtis, with a 2-out double and 2 ribbies, stands at second. Knobloch, 0 for 1. He grounded back to the pitcher. Lonborg deals to Knobloch. Can he tie the game? 6-7, right-handed batter, 6-7, swing and a miss. He chased high and away. But the Yankees get 2 on the 2-out double by Chad Curtis. We go to the top of the third. The 67 Red Sox 3, the 1998 Yankees 2. Cone goes back to the mound. Now only a 1-run deficit. Red Sox coming to the plate. Cone with his warm-up tosses. Due up for the 1967 Boston Red Sox. Top of the order in the top of the third. Jones, Andrews, and Yastremski. Jones doubled his first time up. Let's bring that down a little bit. There we go. Andrews on deck. Yastremski in the hole. 3-2 Boston. And Dalton Jones steps in the left-hander's batter's box. Doubled his first time up. Here's the pitch to DJ Dalton Jones. 2-7. 2-7. That's a single to center. Dalton Jones' hot hitting continues. So Jones at first with a single. This is the part of the lineup that did the damage against the Yankees in the top of the first. Here's Mike Andrews. Andrews, no official at bat. He had a sac bunt. And he's going to do it again. And that's a 9. And they're playing for the bunt, so that's a B9. B9. Fielding it is a third baseman, Brocious. His only play is to first, and it's Knobloch covering the bag on the wheel play. So once again, Mike Andrews drops a good bunt down, advancing Dalton Jones into scoring position. Jones moves to second, scoring at home 5-4. And there's one out, and that'll bring up Carl Yastremski. Yaz had a 2-run homer his first time up. George the Boomer Scott on deck. He had a solo shot as the Red Sox went back-to-back jacks. Yastremski looking to knock in his 3rd run. Cone deals to Yaz. 6-8. Left-handed batter. 6-8. Strike 3 on the breaking pitch. He froze Yastremski. And there are 2 away. Nice pitch by David Cone. 3rd strikeout for Coney. And here's George the Boomer Scott. He had a solo blast in the top of the first. The pitch to Scott. Cone fires in a 1-5. 1-5, and that's a single to left. Dalton Jones, not being held on, is at 2 outs. He's a +2, 1 through 17. They're going to waive Dalton Jones. Curtis has a -1 arm. It's 1 through 16. Here's the throw. Posada tries to block the plate, and Jones slides in safely. The throw is up the line, and the Red Sox get one back. And the Boomer has 2 ribbies now. Second time Dalton Jones has scored. And the Red Sox are back up by 2 as it's 4-2. The 1967 Boston Red Sox. Scott is at first. Still 2 outs for Tony Conigliaro. So that's a clutch hit for George the Boomer Scott. 67 Red Sox up by 2. Scott at first, and here's Tony C. He grounded to second. The pitch to Conigliaro. It's a breaking pitch from Cone. It's a 2-8. 2-8, and that's a single to center field. So Conigliaro singles to center. Williams has a +1 arm. They were not holding on Scott. He's 1 through 16. +1, 1 through 17, because there's 2 outs. He's going to third. Here's the throw by Bernie Williams, and he is safe. So the Red Sox running on the Yankee outfield. First and third, 2 outs. Red Sox trying to add to that 2-run lead. And here's Rico Petrocelli, Paisan number 2. Conigliaro at first, Scott at third. 4-2, 67 Red Sox over the 98 Yankees. It's early, folks. This could be a slobber knocker. Petrocelli K'd his first time. The pitch to Petrocelli. Reroll that. That's a 4-4-2. How do you do? 4-2. That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Petrocelli crushes it to left center on the split. 1 through 8. We rolled a 2, and David Cone gives up his 3rd bippity-boppity boom to the moon. It's a 3-run blast by Rico Petrocelli. And it's now 7-2. The 67 Red Sox, and that's it for David Cone. He has been bludgeoned into submission. The 3rd home run for the 67 Red Sox. Yastremski, Scott, And now Petrocelli. Scoring ahead of Petrocelli was the boomer, George Scott, and Tony Conigliaro. Boom to the moon, Alice. Boom goes the ball, and Rico Petrocelli touches them all. Gets 3 ribbies. Red Sox have brought their boomsticks to the Bronx. 7-2 Boston, and David Cone is done. Unbelievable. This is all 2-out damage. Joining us here in the Bronx, C&D Baseball TV, Tony Porter. Please check out that wonderful channel. Why did you re-roll the white? Because it was like this, so I re-rolled the white. If it was like that, I wouldn't have, but would have been a homer. I do it for the Yankees too, John. And we welcome John Wise also. Seven to 2 Boston. Cone is done. Well, we didn't. The pitcher's duel that we expected did not come to fruition, that's for sure. And now I think we're going to go with, as this is just a 1-game midnight special, I'm going to go with Orlando Hernandez. In relief, Hernandez can go. Oh, he's only a starter. I thought he could pitch in relief. Well, everyone's eligible in this game. I guess we should use the bullpen first. Where's Ramiro Mendoza? Here's Ramiro Mendoza. He can go 3 innings in relief. So Ramiro Mendoza is coming in from the pen for the Yankees. David Cone. Ouch. And we'll give Mendoza the purple pen. Cone pitched 2 2/3 and gave up 7 runs. Not bueno. The dice gods were not with him tonight. He did strike out 3. Yankees have a tremendous offense, so no lead is safe with this 1998 Yankee team. It's unbelievable. Probably one of the best teams in baseball history. So Ramiro Mendoza, 10-2 with 1 save, 3.25, takes over on the mound. As Tony says, Boomerama. Oh, it's just the way the dice roll. The way the dice roll. It's just fun calling all the names. You know, it's. I think one of my favorite teams to call is the 27 Yankees. Just the names are incredible. It's just fun to call the names. Yes, I'm a Red Sox fan, but again, this is all for our imagination, for our enjoyment. So, Scott, Conigliaro, Petrocelli, who usually stinks for me. Rico is usually awful for every Red Sox team he plays on for me. Here comes Joe Foy and Ramiro Mendoza on the bump. It's a righty-righty matchup. The pitch from Mendoza to Foy. That's a 2-7. 2-7. Strike 3. Swing and a miss. And the side is retired. So they finally get the 3rd out. But the Red Sox plate 4 on a single by Scott and then a 3-run homer by Petrocelli. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's a slugfest so far for the 67 Red Sox here in the Bronx. Lonborg back on the bump for the Impossible Dream Red Sox. John Wise says, especially with that short porch in right field. This 98 Yankee team is just unbelievable. You look at their numbers and they're incredible. Top of the... Oh, no, not the top of the order, excuse me. It'll be Jeter, Williams, and O'Neill. Jeter, the number 2 batter. So the Red Sox get 4 in the 3rd. Lonborg back up on the bump. He's done with his warm-up tosses. And here comes Derek Jeter. The pitch to Jeter from Lonborg. That's a 4-4. Does it close the door? Right-handed batter. 4-4. Fly ball center field defense check. Reggie Smith is a 2, and that's a 10. A 2-10. 2-10. Error check. Error check for... Oops, sorry, wrong dice. It's a 10. Not that way that matters anymore. Reggie Smith is an E7. 8 on an E7. E7, 8. He makes the running catch into the gap, 1 down. So E7, center fielder. 7 through 11 is an out, fly ball B. So Jeter is retired. Nice running catch by Reggie Smith. John Wise says, I will no longer go to a game at Fenway. I've been there 3 times, and the Red Sox have lost all 3 times. As he, too, is a diehard Red Sox fan. So, I know that our good friend Tony Porter is a Mets and Yankees fan. And he has a wonderful, wonderful channel. Hope all is well, Tony. I hope you got your power back and your heat back. And just be safe, my friend. Here comes Bernie Williams. Williams 0 for 1. Lonborg with the leg kick and the pitch. Gentleman Jim tosses up a 5-7. Williams, switch hitter batting lefty. 5-7 ground ball. Second base, Mike Andrews is a 3. That's a 13. 3 and a 13 to the second baseman, Mike Andrews. Andrews knocks the ball down, picks it up, throws to Scott for out number 2. Scoring at home, 4-3. 2 outs, base is empty for the right fielder, Paulie O'Neill. He struck out his first time up. Ryan sets the target behind the plate. The pitch to Paul O'Neill, 2-10. Right-handed pitcher, 2-10. That's a walk, so O'Neill keeps the inning alive. Yankees need base runners, and they just got one with 2 outs on the free pass. From Lonborg, walks will come back to haunt you, especially against this 1998 Yankee team. And here comes Tino Martinez. Martinez singled and scored on the 2-out double by Chad Curtis, which at the time, it pulled the Yankees to within 1. Can Tino go yard and cut this lead to 3? The pitch to Tino Martinez. Lonborg fires in at 3-11. Right-handed pitcher, 3-11. Hard hit ball to Andrews. Andrews goes to Scott, and the side is retired. We're through 3 here in the Bronx. The 1967 Red Sox 7. The Bronx Bombers of 1998 2. Due up for the 67 Red Sox, Smith, Ryan in the top of the order, Dalton Jones. Ramiro Mendoza back up on the bump in relief of David Cone, who gave up 7 runs and 3 homers. Top of the 4th. And here comes Reggie Smith. He flew out to Paulie O'Neill in right. Let's get the cards in order. Ooh, Joe Foy made the last out. He struck out. Here's Reggie Smith. The pitch from Mendoza to Reggie Smith. 6'9". Switch hitter. He'll be batting lefty against the right-handed throwing Mendoza. 6'9", and that is a 2, and that's a single to center. A 1 would have been a triple, so the Red Sox keep their hitting shoes on. And Reggie Smith joins the hit parade as he singles to center. So Smith at first. He's a B stealer, but Mendoza's a -3. Posada is a -1, so Smith will stay put. Mike Ryan is god-awful swinging the bat. He is a B bunter. He's going to bunt. They're playing for the bunt. He becomes a C bunter. Here's the pitch for Mendoza. Ryan squares, and that's a 7. Let's see if that's going to be good enough. A 7, and it will be good enough. Fielding it is Tino Martinez. His only play is to Knobloch at first on the wheel play. That is the 3rd sack bunt for the Red Sox. But if there's anyone on and there's under 2 outs, you might as well bunt with Mike Ryan. Moving to second is Reggie Smith. So that's a sack. And that goes 3-4. The 3rd sack bunt, as I stated, for the Red Sox. And we need to put a base runner at second. There we go. Came up with the scoreboard. I always forget to... Sometimes I forget to do what I need to do on the scoreboard. Top of the order, Dalton Jones, Reggie Smith in scoring position. They're not going to hold him on. They're not going to hold him on. I want the range. I don't usually hold on. I used to hold on runners a lot, but I'm not going to. Stop doing that. Rather have the range right now. Dalton Jones is 2 for 2. He scored twice. He's doubled and singled. The pitch to DJ, Dalton Jones, the DH. That is a 2-6 to Dalton Jones. Right-handed pitcher, 2-6, and Dalton Jones is at it again. That's a single to center, 2 stars. Reggie Smith comes racing around third and will score the Red Sox 8th run. Holy cow. Dalton Jones is 3 for 3, and he has knocked in his first run. Batted .289 in 1967. So Dalton Jones knocks in the 8th run for the Red Sox. Standing at first, and here comes Carl Yastremski with 1 out. So the sacrifice works. I'm sorry, here comes Mike Andrews with 1 out. Andrews is actually going to swing the stick. He already sacrificed twice. The leg kick and the pitch for Mendoza to Mike Andrews. 3-10. Righty-righty matchup. 3-10, and that's a single to center. Unbelievable. Dalton Jones 1 through 14. Williams a +1. 1 through 15. They're going to wave. Dalton Jones the 3rd. Here's a throw by Bernie Williams, and he is out. Bernie Williams, a perfect throw to Scott Brocious, who applies the tag. And Dalton Jones is out, 8-5. There are 2 outs now. Red Sox took a shot there to keep the pressure on the Yankees. Great throw by Bernie Williams, gets Jones at 3rd. So 2 outs. Andrews at first, and here comes Yastremski. Yaz, a 2-run homer and a strikeout. He's 1 for 2. The pitch to the 1967 Triple Crown winner, Carl Yastremski from Ramiro Mendoza. That's a leaner. We re-roll that. That's a 2-3. And it's going to be a ground ball back to Mendoza. He snares it, throws to Tino Martinez, and the side is retired. Yaz now 1 for 3. Red Sox do pick up 1 more. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 8-2, the 1967 Red Sox over the 1998 Yankees. Lonborg back up on the bump for Boston. He will face Brocious, who tagged out Jones on the great throw by Williams at 3rd to get the 2nd out in the top of the 4th. Then Posada and Tim Raines. Shoot. I used the wrong colored pen for Mendoza, and let me just circle these so I know it's Mendoza. There we go. He's now pitched an inning and a 3rd. He can go 3 in relief. Here's Scott Brocious against Gentleman Jim Lonborg. He was hit by a pitch and scored on the 2-out double that knocked in 2 for Chad Curtis. The pitch to Scott Brocious from Gentleman Jim Lonborg. That's a 5-7 righty-righty matchup. 5-7 ground ball to second. Mike Andrews. Range is a 3. It's a 12. 3-12 goes to an error check. Andrews' error is an E18. That's a 9 on an E18. Andrews has it. Throws to first, 1 out. 7 through 11 is a ground ball A. One down for the 1998 Yankees. That'll bring up Jorge Posada, the catcher. He'll bat lefty. He's a switch hitter. He flew out to Reggie Smith in center. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Posada, Lonborg. That's... Well, I have to call that a leaner. We'll re-roll that. All right, so it's a 6-8. Lefty, 6-8. That's a walk. 6-9. It worked out because it would have been an out. Single 1 through 12, but it's a 19. We re-rolled, so it's a 6-8. Posada walks with 1 out. All the Yankees are up. Tim Raines walked his first time up. Curtis on deck. 8-2, 67 Red Sox. They're looking to turn to Raines, another switch hitter, digs in that left-hander's batter's box. Lonborg peeks to first, now gets a sign from Ryan behind the plate. The pitch to Tim the Rock Raines, that's a 1-7. Right-handed pitcher, 1-7. Here's the double play ball. 1 hopper to Andrews, over to Petrocelli, back to Scott, and the inning's over. That's a ground ball A on the 1-7. Right-handed pitcher, Lonborg, wielding a magic arm tonight against the 98 Yankees. So that goes 4-6-3. Inning-ending double play. We're through 4 here in the Bronx. It's the 1967 Red Sox 8, the 1998 Yankees 2. Mendoza back up on the bump. If you're just joining us, David Cone was bludgeoned for 7 runs and has been relieved by Ramiro Mendoza. He will face Scott Canigliaro and Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli hit a 3-run blast off Coney. Scott is 2 for 2, a home run and a single. He's knocked in 2 runs. The pitch to the boomer. Freaking leaner. I got to stop rolling that close. So that's going to be a 4-7 fly ball to right field. To center field, excuse me. Right center. Racing over to make the catch is Bernie Williams. 1 down. Scott is retired for the first time. He's now 2 for 3. Gerald Carmeyer. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. He says, could be a beatdown in the Bronx. So far it is, but you never know. Here's Tony Canigliaro. He's 1 for 2. It's grounded out, singled, and scored. The pitch to Tony C., Massachusetts native. That's a 5-8 from the arm of Ramiro Mendoza. Righty-righty matchup. 5-8 ground ball to Brocious. Brocious is up with it across the diamond to Tino Martinez. 2 down. So 2 outs, base is empty. Mendoza trying to put up a goose egg here. And here's Rico Petrocelli. He is 1 for 2. He's struck out, and he's hit a 3-run homer. It's been feast or famine for Petrocelli. The pitch to Petrocelli. Mendoza tosses up a breaking pitch. 6-9. Righty-righty matchup. 6-9, and Petrocelli waits back nicely and pulls it to left. He's now 2 for 3. That's a single for Petrocelli. Inning stays alive for the Red Sox. They're up 8-2. Petrocelli at first, and here's Joe Foy, the Red Sox third baseman. He's 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Petrocelli will be off on contact. They're not holding him on, so it'll be a +2, 1 through 14. Foy awaits the Mendoza delivery. Pitch homeward bound by Ramiro Mendoza. 2-5, 2-5, swing and a miss. He got him on the breaking pitch. Second time, Mendoza struck out Joe Foy, and the side is retired. The 2-out single does not hurt. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Here in the Bronx, 8-2, the 1967 Red Sox over the 1998 Yankees. Lonborg back up on the hill to face the Bronx Bombers of 1998. It will be Curtis, then the top of the order, Chuck Knobloch and Derek Jeter. So here's Lonborg, bottom of the fifth. Mendoza has pitched 2 1/3 innings. We're going to let him go through the 6th. We'll start his point of weakness check, and then he will be done. As he can go 3, but we'll make a judgment call on this one. Here is Chad Curtis, doubled in 2 runs, the only runs the Yankees have. The pitch to Curtis from Lonborg, that is a 3-8. Righty-righty matchup, 3-8, and that's a single to left. So Chad Curtis has Gentleman Jim Lonborg's number. He's now 2 for 2. A double and now a single. Yankees desperately need runners, and that's just what Chad Curtis has provided. So Curtis at first. A stealer, but they're down by 6. Lonborg's a -1. Ryan's a -2. That's a -3. He's staying put. Here's Chuck Knobloch, 0 for 2. A ground out and a strikeout. The pitch to Chucky Knobloch. That is a 4-9 from Lonborg. Righty-righty, 4-9. And that ball is going to be a double off the center field wall. Reggie Smith will corral it. And they're going to hold Chad Curtis at third. So Curtis is held up at third. Yankees have something brewing here. A little milling in the Red Sox pen now. Second and third for the Yankees. No outs. Ryan goes out to have a word with Gentleman Jim, and here comes Derek Jeter. Ryan back behind the plate. Squats down. Sets the target. Jeter's 0 for 2. The pitch to DJ, Derek Jeter. 1-9. 1-9. Swing and a miss. Ouch. So Jeter strikes out. Second time Lonborg's gotten him. Still second and third. Again, the Red Sox will give up the run for the out. Here's a switch hitting Bernie Williams. He's 0 for 2. The pitch to the Yankees center fielder. 2-6. 2-6. Hard hit ball to third. Foy to Andrews. He pivots and fires a Scott double. Oh, what am I saying? There's no double play here. Let's go back to that. It's second and third. 2-6. Ground ball A. Third base. Runners are not forced. They hold. Foy throws across the diamond to Scott, and there are 2 down. So Bernie Williams is 0 for 3. This could be a mega squander for the 98 Yankees. I almost gave him a double play that didn't exist. So there's 2 outs now. So after second and third, Jeter strikes out. Williams bangs out to Foy, And here's Paul O'Neill. Can Paulie O'Neill be clutch here? He was a tremendous player for the Reds and Yankees. He has walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Lonborg takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The leg kick and the pitch to Paul O'Neill. 2-11 to Paulie. Right-handed pitcher. 2-11. Slowly hit ball to first. Scott charges. He pivots. He tosses to Lonborg, who steps on the bag. And the Yankees squander a golden opportunity. Second and third, no outs. Jeter K's. Williams grounds out, and so does O'Neill. Yankees bats go silent once again with runners in scoring position. Top of the sixth, 8-2, the 1967 Red Sox. We had a game earlier today where it sort of went like this in our 69 tournament, and then all of a sudden, the other team started to score and score a lot. Red Sox coming to bat. Mendoza, this will be his last inning of work. That is a squander by the 98 Yankees. O'Neill not very happy with himself. So Mendoza will face Reggie Smith, Mike Ryan in the top of the order, Dalton Jones. Dalton Jones 3 for 3. The pitch to Reggie Smith, who's 1 for 2. He singled and scored a run, flown out to right. That's a 5-6 to Reggie Smith, switch hitter batting lefty. So 5-6, ground ball to first. Martinez has it, takes it to the bag himself, and Smith is retired. 1 out. Mendoza's done a very good job in relief of an ineffective David Cone. Here's Mike Ryan. Ryan has struck out and had a sack bunt. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to the 67 Red Sox catcher. That's a 4-2. How do you do? 4-2. Ground ball to second. Knobloch over to first. 2 away. Top of the order, Dalton Jones is 3 for 3. A double and 2 singles. He has a ribby and he's scored twice. DH, left-handed batter. The pitch to Dalton Jones. Ramiro Mendoza challenges him with a fastball. 2-5. 2-5, and Dalton Jones does it again. Unbelievable. It's a single. He is 4 for 4. So Dalton Jones singles with 2 outs. Keeps the inning alive for Mike Andrews, the Red Sox second baseman. Dalton Jones, 4 for 4. Top of that order. And here's Mike Andrews. Andrews, 1 for 1. He has 2 sacrifice bunts and a single. The pitch to Mike Andrews. Jones not being held on. He'll be a +2, 1 through 17, base running. 1-6 to Mike Andrews. 1-6, and that's a walk. So Mendoza could be tiring here in his third inning of relief. Yankees do have their pen up. Jones to second. Andrews trots down to first. And here comes a Triple Crown winner, Carl Yastremski. Yaz 1 for 3, a 2-run homer, a strikeout, and a ground out. Do we want to go a lefty here against Yaz? No. I'm looking at his card. We say no. Mendoza deals to Yastremski. 2 outs, 2 on. Top of the 6th. 5-11. 5-11. Fly ball, left field. Chad Curtis on the move. 2 range on the 1. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 2-1. Curtis makes a dive for it. It's a double into the corner. Unbelievable. It's a 1. They just have horrible luck tonight, the 98 Yankees. It's a double, 2 stars into the corner. A diving attempt by Chad Curtis. And that's going to plate Jones. It's now 9-2. Andrews is held up at third. Yastremski's knocked in his third run. He's now 2 for 4. And that's it for Ramiro Mendoza. Curtis made a gallant effort for the ball. Couldn't catch it. Rolled into the corner. Second and third. And that's it for Ramiro Mendoza. He did not pitch bad, but he tired. So Jones scores. Andrews to third. Yastremski at second. Here comes the boomer, George Scott. We will now go to the red pen. As Scott awaits to see who's going to come out of that Yankee bullpen. 9-2, 67 Red Sox in our midnight special. It's been special for the Red Sox, but not so much for the Yankees. Scott's a righty. It's going to be Jeff Nelson. Jeff Nelson's coming in. The Red Sox have Scott, Canigliaro, Petrocelli, and Foy. They're all righties. Jeff Nelson in 1998, 5-3, 3 saves, 3.79. Can he finally slow down this Red Sox lineup? So it's going to be Jeff Nelson trying to get the final out here in the top of the 6th. Mendoza. Cone only went 2 2/3. Mendoza went 2. That's 4. 3 is 5. You go 2 2/3. That's 5. Okay, we got that. Here comes Jeff Nelson to face George the Boomer Scott. Second and third, 2 outs. Nelson's ready to work. Posada sets the target. The pitch to the Boomer. Scott's knocked in 3 already. He's 2 for 3, a homer and a single. That is a 6-6. Get your kicks on Route 66. Righty-righty matchup, 6-6. Fly ball to right field. Going back a bit, waiting, making the catch is Paul O'Neill, and the side is retired. But the Red Sox get another on the 2-out double by Yastremski. He's now knocked in 3. He's 2 for 4. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 9-2 Boston. Lonborg goes back to the mound now with a 7-run lead. Due up for the Yankees to face Gentleman Jim, Tino Martinez, Scott Brocious, and Jorge Posada. Get the cards in order. As Gerald Carmeyer says, Captain Carl strikes again. Yes, he does. Gentleman Jim Lonborg has only given up 2 runs. That goes back to the double in the bottom of the 2nd by Chad Curtis. Here's Tino Martinez, 1 for 2, a single and a ground out. Lonborg's ready. He deals to Tino. 4-8 to Tino Martinez. Left-handed batter. 4-8. And that's a 15. That's a single on the split. 1 through 3 would be a double. 4 through 20 is a single. And Martinez picks up his 2nd hit to center. He's now 2 for 3. So Tino Martinez at first. Scott Brocious, right-handed batting third baseman for the Yankees, comes to the plate. Brocious has been hit by a pitch. He scored a run, and he's grounded out. He's 0 for 1. Red Sox playing for 2. The pitch to Scotty Brocious, 6'9". Righty, 6'9", and that's a 15, and that's a single to center. 2 stars. Tino Martinez hits second and heads to third. So here come the Yankees. First and third for New York, no outs. They don't want to squander this opportunity. They've let a few get by. And the dangerous Jorge Posada. Posada has flown to center and walked. Digs in the left-hander's batter's box, switch hitter. Red Sox will give up the run for the double play or the out. The pitch to Posada. Lonborg fires in, trying to jam him, a 2-10. Right-handed pitcher, 2-10. Swing and a miss. He tied him up. Boy, did Lonborg need that. 5th K for Gentleman Jim. 1 out. Double play gets Lonborg out of this mess. And here comes Tim the Rock Raines. Chad Curtis, who's knocked in the only 2 runs for the Yankees, on deck. LaRock digs in the left-hander's batter's box, another switch hitter. Ryan wiggles the fingers. Lonborg shakes him off. Now he nods his head. The pitch to Tim the Rock Raines, 2-6. Right-handed pitcher, 2-6. Swing and a miss. That's a tough column for Raines, the 2 column, and that is a strikeout, back-to-back Ks after back-to-back singles for the Yankees. Lonborg 1 out away from getting out of this jam. But here's Chad Curtis. Curtis is 2 for 2 with 2 ribbies. He doubled into, and he is singled. Can Curtis do it again? First and third, 2 outs. Runners off on contact. Lonborg takes a breath. He kicks and fires to Chad Curtis. 5-7. 5-7. Ground ball, second base, off the bat of Chad Curtis. Defense check for Mike Andrews. He's a 3. That's a 10. Advanced fielding chart. Second baseman, 3-10. Goes to an error check. So an error check for Mike Andrews. He's an E18. That's a 10 again on the red die. And he makes the play. And the side is retired. Nice backhanded play. Moving to his left. He pivoted and threw to Scott. So E18. 7 through 11 is a ground ball A. We rolled a 10. And the Yankees get the first 2 runners on. Then Posada Ks, Raines Ks, and Curtis grounds out to Mike Andrews up the middle. And he's finally retired. We go to the 7th. Yankees squander opportunity after opportunity. But the game's not over, folks. It's still 9-2, the 67 Red Sox over the 1998 Yankees. The midnight special has not been special at all for the 98 Yankees. But as Yogi once said, it's not over till it's over. Nelson back up on the bump for the Yankees. He's their 3rd pitcher. Cone gave up 7. Mendoza gave up 2. Mendoza gave up 2. 9. Okay. All right, Nelson's done with his warm-up tosses. Just trying to keep the game close and hope that the Yankee bats can start knocking in some runs. They'll be the top of the order in the bottom of the 7th for the Bronx Bombers. For the Red Sox, in the top of the 7th. It's Conigliaro, Petrocelli, and Foy. The pitch to Tony C. He's 1 for 3. He singled and scored. Nelson fires in a 4-3. 4-3 ground ball back to Nelson. It's a 2 on the blue roll. He's a 3. 3-2. That's through his wickets and into center field. So Conigliaro picks up his second hit. The Red Sox just continue to hit. He's now 2 for 4. Tony sees at first. The dice gods have not been kind to the 98 Yankees. I did not think it would go this way. As our good friend Sports Time Machine has joined us, check out that wonderful YouTube channel, Mr. Utah Mike. He says, I have not seen so many squanders since the Gilligan Island Marathon. You're telling me. I was like, wow. Rico Petrocelli comes to the plate. Rico's 2 for 3. A strikeout, a 3-run homer, and a single. Yankees hoping to turn 2. The pitch from Nelson to Petrocelli. Righty-righty matchup. 2-9. 2-9. Swing and a miss. Chased high and in. Petrocelli was looking to jack that out of the ballpark for his second homer. Instead, he strikes out for a second time. 1 out. Conigliaro still at first for Joe Foy. Foy's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Nelson works quickly to Foy. 2-11. 2-11. Line shot. A leaping catch by Derrick Jeter. 1 through 10 would have been a single. We rolled a 19. That's a leaping great play by Derrick Jeter. And Foy is denied his first hit. He does not join the hit parade. Great play by Derrick Jeter. And there are 2 outs. Conigliaro will be off on contact. They will not hold him on. He'll be a +2, 1 through 15. Here comes Reggie Smith. Switch hitting center fielder, 1 for 3. He's singled, flown out, and grounded out. He's scored a run. The pitch from Nelson to Smith. 2-9. Nelson, right-handed pitcher. 2-9. Strike 3 looking. Buckled his knees with the breaking pitch. Nelson strikes out 2. He's now gone an inning and a third. So he puts up a goose egg. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 9-2, the 67 Red Sox. Yankees coming to bat. Steeler fan 1933, a.k.a. Matt, joins us here in the Bronx. He says hello to everyone. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Bottom of the 7th, top of the order for the Yankees. Knobloch, Jeter, and Williams. Point of weakness check for Jim Lonborg. He has a 7-run lead. Sparky Lyle and John Wyatt warm in the Red Sox bullpen. Here's Chuck Knobloch. 1 for 3. A ground out, a strikeout, and a double. The pitch from Lonborg to Knobloch. 3-7. Righty-righty matchup. 3-7. Fly ball center field. Going back to his left is Smith. He makes the catch. 1 down. Knobloch shaking his head. Thought he should have done better on that one. Here's Derrick Jeter. Jeter's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Lonborg deals quickly to the Yankees shortstop. That's a 6-7 right-handed batter. 6-7. Strike 3. Nasty slider. Jeter's gone down for the hat trick. He struck out 3 times. Lonborg is in a zone. 2 outs for the 98 Yankees. They don't know what's hit them. Here's Bernie Williams. He's 0 for 3. Williams trying to get something going here. Ryan sets the target. The pitch to Bernie. Lonborg fires in a 1-4. Left-handed batter. I'm sorry, let's do this over. A 2-4 right-handed pitcher, 2-4, ground ball to Petrocelli. Over to Scott, and the side is retired. 2-4, ground out Petrocelli. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. Bernie Williams is 0 for 4. We go to the top of the 8th. 9-2, 67 Red Sox. The midnight special, again, not so special for the 98 Yankees. Nelson, this will be his last inning of work. He'll face Ryan in the top of the order, Jones and Andrews. Dalton Jones is 4 for 4. Lonborg having a word in the dugout. Looks like if you read his lips, he says, I'm fine. They're going to let him go. Here's Mike Ryan. Ryan has struck out, had a sacrifice bunt, and grounded out. He's 0 for 2. Nelson deals to Mike Ryan, the Red Sox catcher. That is a 2-3. What will it be? We shall see. I'm sorry, a 5-3. I keep looking at that red die. A 5-3, what will it be? Off the Nelson card. 5-3, fly ball, left field, Chad Curtis. Curtis made a diving attempt on a ball from Reggie. I don't remember, but he missed it. Rolled into the corner. I think it was Yastremski, actually. Yeah, it was a double. So Curtis is a 2, and that's a, Jesus, 2-3. And that's a single to center. Unbelievable. 2-3, and Mike Ryan, I'm sorry, a single to left. And Curtis can't get there on the blooper. 2-3, left field, 2-3 is a single. Yep. 2 stars, no one's on, though. So Mike Ryan's joined the hit parade. Ryan's at first. Top of the order, Dalton Jones. He's not going to bunt. He's 4 for 4. Yankees hoping to turn 2. Can Dalton Jones go 5 for 5? Here's the pitch to DJ. Dalton Jones, 110. Right-handed pitcher, 110. Popped up left side on the outfield grass. Calling for it is Jeter. And they finally retire Dalton Jones. 1 out. 4 for 5, Dalton Jones. And here comes Mike Andrews. The pitch to Andrews from Nelson. Will it be a double play ball off his bat? That's a 3-6. Get your kicks. 3-6. No, it will not. That's a single to center. 2 stars. Mike Ryan goes first to third. So Mike Andrews picks up his second hit. He's actually 2 for 2 because he had 2 sacrifice bunts, a single, and a walk. So that was a single, 2 stars for Mike Andrews on the 3-6. Ryan goes to third. Still only 1 out. They're going to stick with Nelson against you. Jesus. Nope, they're not going to stick with Nelson. That's going to be it for Nelson. Nelson pitched 1 2/3. Got the last out in the 5th. I'm sorry, in the 6th. And a complete 7th. Got 1 out in the 8th. So 1 2/3. And we're going to go with a lefty to face Carl Yastremski. And we'll go with Graham Lloyd. 1.67 ERA. Tall Australian left-hander. So it's Graham Lloyd to face Yastremski. And a new color pen for the Yankees. Graham Lloyd. So he'll have his warm-up tosses. Yastremski looking on. Lloyd is ready. Has a word with Posada. Yastremski digs in for the lefty-lefty matchup. First and third, one out. The tall Australian deals to Captain Carl. He fires in at 590. Yastremski, lefty-lefty, 5-9. Jammed and popped up right side. Knobloch drifting over behind Martinez. He calls Martinez off, and he will make the catch. So Knobloch makes the catch. Still first and third, two outs. Yastremski is retired. And here comes the boomer, George Scott. They'll see if Lloyd can get out of this. The pitch from Lloyd to Scott, that's a 1-9. 1-9, and he walks the boomer. Andrews goes to second. We got the bases juiced for Boston with two outs. Top of the eighth. And here's Tony Conigliaro. And that's it for Mr. Lloyd. He pitched a third. And we might as well go to Mariano Rivera. Mo. In my opinion, the greatest reliever of all time. So Mariano Rivera gets an appearance. Mariano Rivera, 1998, 3 wins, no losses, 1.91 ERA, 36 saves. Trying to get the third and final out here in the top of the eighth, 9-2 Red Sox. That's the fifth Yankee pitcher. He'll face Tony Conigliaro with the bases loaded. Rivera deals to Tony C. 4-8. Nasty cutter, it seems. 4-8 to Tony Conigliaro. That ball's hit to Knobloch. Second baseman's up with it. Over to Martinez, and the side is retired. Red Sox leave him loaded. Good job by Mo. We go to the bottom of the eighth, 9-2 Boston. Lonborg back up on the bump with a 7-run lead. Lyle and John Wyatt continue to toss in the Red Sox bullpen. Bottom of the eighth, Lonborg is a cruising. He'll face O'Neill, Martinez, and Brocious. Let's get these cards in order. Lonborg hoping to go a complete game. Here's Paul O'Neill. 0 for 2 with a walk. He struck out and grounded out. The pitch to Paulie from Gentleman Jim Lonborg. That's a 6-4. Left-handed batter. 6-4. Ground ball, third base. Joe Foy, not the greatest with the glove. 3 range and a 10. 3-10 goes to an error check, which is even more horrific for Joe Foy. He's an E37. That's a 3. I'm guaranteeing you he booted the ball. E37, 3. He boot the ball. So O'Neill reaches on the E5. The Yankees will take that. Again, they need base runners. They're down by 7. Should have been out number 1. Dick Williams none too happy with his third baseman. Will we see Adair come in the game next inning? So here's Tino Martinez. Lonborg looking for the double play ball. He deals to Tino Martinez. 5-12. Left-handed batter. 5-12. Ground ball to first. Scott has a 1 range. We rolled a 20. He's going to make this play. So a 120 is going to be a double play ball. Scott to Petrocelli to Lonborg. 3-6-1. 2 outs. What a play by the Boomer. The error doesn't hurt as O'Neill's erased from the base paths. So once again, Scott 1 range. We rolled a 20. And that's a ground ball A. That's a double play. And we're calling it 3-6-1. Two outs. Base is empty for the Yankees now. Lonborg is not being too gentlemanly to the Yankees. And here's Scott Brocious. Brocious has been hit by a pitch, grounded out and singled. He's 1 for 2. The pitch to Brocious. Lonborg firing in high and tight. 4-6. Right-handed batter. 4-6. Swing and a miss. Lonborg gets another K, and that ends the bottom of the 8th. Lonborg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts for Gentleman Jim. We go to the top of the 9th. The 67 Red Sox, 9-2 over the 98 Yankees. It's been a thrashing here in the Bronx. I didn't see this coming. I thought if anyone was going to get thrashed, it would be the Red Sox. But the Red Sox brought their boomsticks, homers by Yastremski, Scott, and Petrocelli. Jerry Adair loosening up, stretching in that dugout. He might come in for Foy at third. Then again, he might not. All right, Rivera to face Petrocelli, Foy, and Smith. As we dropped the pen. We have now retrieved the pen. Rivera fires a cutter into Petrocelli. That's a 5-6. Pick up some sticks. 5-6. Swing and a miss by Mo. Mo blows it by Petrocelli. That's a nasty cutter. And Petrocelli has struck out 3 times, even though he's had a 3-run homer and a single. So it's feast or famine for Petrocelli. 1 out for Boston, top of the 9th. Here's Joe Foy. Foy has struck out twice. He's 0 for 4. The pitch to Foy from Mariano Rivera. Mo again goes with the cutter. It's a 3-10. 3-10. And that ball is lifted high and deep and gone. Oh, my Lord, did Joe Foy get revenge? 1 through 14's a bippity-boppity boom. It's an 11 on the 3-10. Righty-righty matchup. 3-10 and Foy goes yard. That is the 4th home run for the 67 Red Sox. And a big smile on the face of Joe Foy. Boy, did he make amends for that error. It's now 10-2. Oops. 10-2, the 1967 Red Sox. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. Boom goes the ball. And Joe Foy touches them all. The 4th bippity-boppity boom for the Red Sox. Still only 1 out. So Mariano Rivera has been bludgeoned for 1. Here's Reggie Smith. Rivera goes to the cutter again. That's a 3-5. Right-handed pitcher. 3-5. Strike 3. He got tied up on that swing. 2nd strikeout for Rivera. Two down. Crowd is in shock. They start to file out of Yankee Stadium. Here's Mike Ryan. Ryan actually had a single his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Also a sacrifice bunt, and he's struck out once. The pitch from Rivera to Ryan. 5s across the board. That's a 5-10. Ground ball to third, and Scott Brocious. Brocious 1 range. It's a 112. 112 is not there. We go to an error check. He's an E24. That's a 7. I think he'll make the play on the 7. And he does. He fires across the diamond, and the side is retired. Nice play by Brocious, scoring at home 5-3. Foy will stay in the game thanks to that homer. Dick Williams is sort of not one to smile often. He's smiling now. Lonborg looking to go the complete game. He has an 8-run lead. No one up in the pen for the Red Sox. Lyle and Wyatt were up. They've sat down. Lonborg needs 3 more outs for a complete game victory. In our midnight special, welcome to the Twilight Zone. It's been the Twilight Zone for the 1998 Yankees. It's going to be Posada, Raines, and Curtis to face Lonborg. Gentleman Jim deals to Jorge Posada. That's a 1-6, and he is throwing hard, Lonborg. 1-6. That ball's tailing inside, and it's too far inside. That's a walk. Again, point of weakness checks since the 7th, and he has not given up. Did he give up a hit in the 7th? No, he has not, so that's the first point of weakness check. Another 2 hits or 2 walks. He'll hit point of weakness. Now Lyle and Wyatt start to soft toss again in the Red Sox bullpen. The pitch to Tim the Rock Raines. 1-8 from Lonborg. Right-handed pitcher. 1-8 single to right. Maybe Lonborg's tiring. Stopping at second is Posada. First and second. No outs. Yankees down by 8. And the number 9 batter, Chad Curtis. Dick Williams out to the mound, has a word with Lonborg and Ryan. He's going to let Lonborg go here. Here's the pitch of Chad Curtis. 2 on, no outs, bottom of the 9th. Yankees trying to do something here. That's a 5-6. 5-6. Swing and a miss. So Lonborg, just before point of weakness, if he gives up a hit or a walk, he hits point of weakness. And now that's 9 Ks for Lonborg. He wants to stay in and complete this game. 1 out, 2 on. Top of the order, Chuck Knobloch. He struck out once. Also doubled. He's 1 for 4. The pitch to Chucky Knobloch. That's a 2-12. Right-handed pitcher, 2-12, and that's a walk. And Lonborg has hit point of weakness. Posada to third. Raines to second. Knobloch hustles to first. Dick Williams thinking in the dugout. Jeter coming to the plate. And Dick Williams is signaling for John Wyatt out of the bullpen. So it's going to be John Wyatt. 1967, 10-7, 2.61 ERA, 20 saves. He struck out 68. He gave up 6 homers, and he walked 39. So Lonborg responsible for all the runners. The bases are loaded. He leaves with a 10-2 lead. Lonborg went 8 1/3. He struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Yankees. He can only win it. He can't lose it. Here's Johnny Wyatt trying to get the final 2 outs. So Lonborg finally hit the wall. Red Sox fans who have traveled to the Bronx, give him applause. MV is at the ballpark. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel. He's got some cricket up there. It's very interesting. Thank you for joining us, MV. from across the pond. John Wyatt. So here's Johnny. Bases juiced. Derek Jeter steps back in the box. Wyatt had a quick word with Ryan. Mike Ryan back behind the plate. Sets the target. The pitch to Derek Jeter. Red Sox will give up the runs, 4 outs. It's a 3-9. Righty-righty matchup, 3-9. Hard hit ball to Petrocelli. Over to Andrews. He pivots and throws to Scott. Ball game over. 6-4-3 double play. And yet another squander for the 1998 Yankees. And the line of the night goes to our good friend, Mr. Utah Mike, Sports Time Machine. He said earlier, I have not seen so many squanders since the Gilligan Islands Marathon. So, gentleman Jim Lonborg will pick up the win. Jeter, 6-4-3 double play, leaves him loaded. This ball game is over, folks. The 1967 Red Sox, in a shocker, defeat the 1998 Yankees in our midnight special. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, 10-2. The winning pitcher is Lonborg. He struck out 9 Yankees. Losing pitcher is David Cone. He only went 2 2/3 and gave up 7 runs. He gave up 3 homers. Yastremski, Scott, and Petrocelli. Red Sox would get a 4th homer by Joe Foy off Mariano Rivera. So there you have it. Player of the game. I'm going to have to give it to Lonborg. He went 8 1/3, striking out 9. Dalton Jones went 4 for 5, scored 3 runs and knocked in a run. But I got to give it to Jim Lonborg. Yastremski knocked in 3. He had a 2-run homer and a double. Scott knocked in 3 with a home run and a single. Petrocelli knocked in 3 with a 3-run homer. He also had a single, but he struck out 3 times. I give it to Jim Lonborg, player of the game. The winning pitcher, and he struck out 9 Yankees. So there you have it, the Midnight Special. Some more Strat on the channel. I just felt like playing it. I appreciate you guys staying up and watching, or being up this early morning. I'd like to thank MV. Check out his wonderful channel. Steeler Fan 1933, a.k.a. Matt. Our good friend, Mr. Utah Mike, Sports Time Machine. Check out his wonderful YouTube channel. Gerald Carmeyer, John Wise. Our good friend, Tony Porter. C&D Baseball TV with Tony Porter. So please subscribe to his channel. Hope all is well with Tony. Bad weather in Texas. He had no power and heat for about, what's been 3-4 days. Hopefully that's straightened out now in Texas. So there you have it. 1967 Red Sox Impossible Dream Team goes to the Bronx. They defeat the 1998 Yankees quite handily, 10-2. Hitting home runs for the Red Sox, Yastremski, Scott, Petrocelli, and Foy. Lonborg gets the win, striking out 9, going 8 1/3. David Cone, the Yankees' 20-game winner in 1998, gives up 7 runs while only going 2 2/3. Thank you for the time. I greatly appreciate it. Stay safe, be smart. Until next time, God bless. You know what's coming. Peace. Love you all.